Hello everybody, this is Josephine and welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be reacting to more Karen videos. The most viewed Karen videos. Here's a little something about Karens that I believe. I think a lot of them are miserable people that just make other people miserable because they got problems and they can't use their brain to find out a solution. The proper way to do it is find a solution to your problems instead of blowing up and making everything worse for yourself. With that said, let's get started. Also, one more thing. What in this beautiful and crazy world were they thinking? I wonder. In fact, they weren't thinking nothing because they're too stupid to think. Let's get started.
This is part 1 of the top 50 most viewed entitled Karens of all time. Let's get into it. This first customer channels his inner Karen and starts to harass a Dunkin' Donuts employee. He claims to be extremely unhappy with the quality of service that he had been receiving, so now he's demanding a full refund. To his surprise, though, the employee refuses and states that due to his attitude, she will not be issuing him with the refund. This causes the male Karen to snap, and he attempts to get his money.
I think she should give him the refund anyway so he'll get out of her hair, because taking the money without giving him the product would be considered stealing. So part of this is justified, but it's still not okay to act this way in public.
Back by stealing from her tip jar. Let's play the clip and see how she reacts.
So, to get this right, you're not going to be making coffee, right? That's not. And even.
Oh, she did give him the product. Well, sir, your coffee is right there. Why are you making a big deal over absolutely nothing? She's not giving you the money back, also because she just gave you the product.
She refused to make my coffee.
She didn't refuse to give you the coffee. It's sitting right there, waiting for you to drink it.
Oh, no. You give me my money back. And, okay. I did. I sure did. Because she won't give me my refund, so I got my refund. Let me actually make sure to see if this is all my refund. But she might only want me as $1. You didn't even make no mistake. I do. And I'm recording. I did. And she stole my money.
No, I don't see your money. I made your boss money once.
I didn't make it. Not at all.
This next Karen is filmed going absolutely ballistic at everybody around her after being unhappy with the wait.
Oh no, that looks like it got physical. I bet you anything the cops are gonna show up to arrest her for assault.
As at her local Burger King. Now we watch on as this Karen attempts to physically assault multiple employees and customers as she demands that the young Burger King employees make her food right now. Fearing their safety, the employees call the police on her, and thankfully they arrive quite quickly. Let's play the clip and see how these police officers handle this aggressive Karen.
Stop, stop, stop. You stop, you stop, you stop. That's what I gotta say. You stop. She's acting that way over some fast food not being made quick enough. You don't get any faster than fast food unless there is a long line. And if you're acting this way because other people are before you, you gotta play on your phone, communicate with some people or whatever just to pass the time until you get your food. And if you don't have a phone on you, well, that's your problem, because You shouldn't have forgotten it in the first place. Oh my goodness. Oh no. She's going over the counter to where the employees work. Oh no. That's wrong. Only the employees are behind the counter. No customers are allowed in the working area. I suggest you leave, or at least jump back over the counter to where the customers are, where you belong. What did the customer do to you? Absolutely nothing. Which means that is wrong right there. The customers or employees did not do anything to you. Keep your nasty, dirty hands to yourself. Ooh, to be honest with you, that cop looks like he's had a bit too much fast food. Look at him. He blued up at least 150 pounds.
Okay, and our next clip is short but sweet. This DoorDash delivery driver had just delivered Karen her food. While heading back to his car, his phone actually sent him a notification which informed him that Karen had just made a claim on the app stating that her meal never arrived. Now, because she had done this, she then gets a full refund of her meal while the driver gets punished by DoorDash, who now think he stole the woman's meal. This has obviously left the DoorDash driver upset and frustrated, so he turns back around and confronts Karen.
Wow. I'm pretty sure he did give her the order because that is the DoorDasher's job. And by reporting that, he ate my order to DoorDash, which he actually didn't, she is messing with his life. He probably got children, he's got bills, he's got a lot of stuff to pay for, and she probably just ruined his life by saying whatever that was to DoorDash. Unbelievable. Over an order. She's gonna ruin that man's life. My mother's job is DoorDash, and she deals with a lot of crap. She's stressed out, and she's stressed out and a lot of times. And I've seen what she gets paid. The DoorDashers don't get paid enough to deal with people like Karens.
I just got a message that said that you said I did not deliver your food. I'm pretty sure that ass won't just send me that message. And I get it. Probably want a credit or something like that. But you put my job at jeopardy about whatever. And that's what it said. And how I know it is because this is the only delivery I just did. I just dropped my kids off at karate practice and did this one delivery. And they said the exact time the customer said they did not receive the order. I handed you your order in your hand. And people get fired for that.
Now, see, he just said that he handed her the order, so she should not have opened her mouth to DoorDash and complained about him. She probably just trying to get free food. That, nuh-uh. You don't ruin somebody's life over some food.
that type of stuff. And this is how I take care of my life and my kids. And just for a meal, it's not worth my job.
Thank
So
you.
I'm recording just to let you know that. And I need you to say this, that you got your meal out of my hand. You received it out of my hand, right or wrong? Yes. Huh? Yes? Okay. Thank you. You finna go see what? That's fine. Thank you.
After being called offensive names one too many times by the Karen behind her, this next grocery store customer pulls out her phone and begins to film herself asking Karen what her issue is. Let's see how she responds.
Do you have an issue? I'm just reading the back.
Yes, she actually does have an issue. Because she's a Karen that has called you some offensive names. So that was a stupid question. She clearly has some issues.
Okay. Okay. I like this one. Okay. Anything that's in front of my face is my business. Okay. You can see what kind of germs I get from these. You have to have germs. It's people like you that are spreading germs. You must be doing something. Maybe no, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm asking opinion.
This next man took his vehicle into the mechanics to be fixed, only to have his car come back to him with more issues than it previously had. So this man storms back into the mechanic's waiting room and starts to lose his cool on the employee. He begins to call the employees incompetent.
Alright, so this guy has a fit because his car has several problems with it. Option 1, go to a different mechanic if you don't like this mechanic. Option 2 is go get a new car. And the 3, which is not an option, do not act like a little boy who has a broken Hot Wheels car and a broken remote control car. There is no excuse to act this way in public like a little kid having a tantrum. Those mechanics work their butts off until they're miserable. So you are actually not making their lives any better. I suggest you actually leave. They shouldn't even care that your car is broken because you actually deserve a broken car for your attitude. Without without me running my mouth anymore until the next clip, let's continue.
And begins to demand that they fix his vehicle properly this time. The owner tells the upset customer to chill out and stop yelling, but it just seems to make the man even more angry. Is this man's freak out justified? Comment down below and tell me what you think about this clip.
Noise out of the brakes? What sort of confident show are you running here? Settle down! What do you think my time is worth? You moron! Listen to me! Fix my car! Fix the car! You put a 2010 muffler on a 2012.
One more thing. No, don't fix the car. You need to fix your attitude.
The model change. How many years you been in the business? I want my car fixed. I don't want it fixed now. You gotta take the whole muffler out and redo it? So be it. What do you think? I have nothing better to do than hang around this dump talking to you? You better watch your nose because the more you talk to him, I'll see what you do. Yeah,
next young Karen is filmed.
Alright, a few things I need to say about that. He needs to watch his tongue in public. 2, he shouldn't be acting that way in public when what their job is to help you with your car. And 3, none of that was necessary to begin with, because the car is his problem, not theirs.
They can refuse his service. They can refuse him.
Yeah, my mama right. They should very well refuse the service just for acting like a spoiled little boy in public.
Yelling at and insulting a young fast food worker after having a small disagreement with her. After being told to leave the store, Karen is filmed getting aggressive and even goes as far as throwing a drink at the employee. Let's take a look at the shocking moment.
Alright, that boy working at the fast food restaurant, he did nothing wrong. All his job is to do is give you the food after you pay him. He just gave you some food, okay? And this is the kind of things that he gets. Really, that poor boy does not get paid enough to deal with stuff like this. I know I've said that about fast food in previous videos, but it is so true. She really shouldn't be acting that way whenever he just fixed some food and gave it to you.
You owe me anyway.
Okay, if I was her, I would have said, "Thank you for your service. Have a great day," instead of acting like a royal Karen.
This next Karen enters a store knowing full well that they currently have a mandatory mask policy in place. After being reminded about the current policies that are in place by an employee, this woman begins to harass the worker. She sticks her phone into the face of the employee as she starts to insult and disrespect her. To this entitled woman's surprise, though, the employee refuses to put up with her vile attitude and begins to put her on blast. Let's take a look.
Oh, yeah. The good old Karens don't want to wear masks. Those mask incidents, they're everywhere on YouTube. And they were at their peak in 2020. That is a shame. Because wearing a mask is so simple. Just put a small piece of cloth over your face. And them talking about they can't breathe in masks? That is pure BS. You could very well breathe in a mask, you just gotta get used to it. I wear masks still because the virus is still going around. It's just not as dangerous as it used to be, and more people have vaccines. And I still wear a mask just to stay safe. And have I suffocated to death from the mask? No, I haven't. I am perfectly alive and well. Have other people who wear masks suffocated to death? No, they have not. Are you going to suffocate to death if you wear a mask? Just like everyone else? Absolutely not. Thank you. Have a great day.
Just stuff like have no sense of humor. Most Asians do, but I guess you don't. Why don't you clock out? Why don't you clock out? I'm crazy. You look crazy. That's fine. You look crazy. Yeah. Crazy. Sure. At least I'm not a slave. Would have been very happy to check out. I don't have to be quiet. I'm an American. I have free speech.
Calling somebody slave is just wrong on so many levels. Slaves are not around anymore. The slaves of these these days are employees, and they get treated better, and they get paid for what they do. They want to work.
It's called 1A.
That is wrong right there.
We were all slaves. You do realize we were all slaves, right?
Well, you need to acknowledge that.
We're not slaves, we're employees, actually. We get paid good from it too. We start off with minimum wage, and then we get better money as we live on.
I do acknowledge it.
Don't call me a slave.
I'm saying sound like a hypochondriac.
No, sound like to me your grandfathers, your forefathers, and everybody else with twisted lies they told you. You want us to believe you doing that right now. You're twisted.
Like I said, I'm happy you took the mask down. Mission accomplished.
And this next customer had some complaints to make to a worker, and allegedly the employee had responded by swearing at her, and because of this, all hell breaks loose. The customer is now being filmed lashing out at the employee while threatening to send the video to his general manager so that he can be fired. As the video goes on, the situation gets even more hostile, and at one point, the customer even tells the employee to step outside so that they can handle it out in the streets. Let's play the clip and check it out.
Now, see, I think both of these people here are in the wrong because the employee shouldn't have sworn at her. He should have kept a cool head, and then this lady should not have been acting out. No. She's not even a lady. She's a Karen. I forgot to say Karen instead of lady. Now, why did I forget? Because this is a Karen video.
Never. Keep recording. Keep recording. Keep recording. No, we got that. We got that. We got that. We got that. Just know that I will know. I don't give up. I don't care. Hudson at his job. You're right. We're gonna see what GM has to say about that. We're gonna see what IHG has to say about that. Because I'll now have this name tag and working this one day. I'll have that job. I'll have that job. Spell your name. Spell that. Yeah, we'll have that. We'll have that job. I'll have that job. I'll have that job. Because the only reason that he's not laying on the floor is because he's at his job. That's the only reason. But if you step outside this door, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. I will show you. Step out this door. Step out this door. Step out this door. Step out this door.
No, he's not going to step out the door until his shift is over. And by then, you would be in handcuffs because he just might call the police on you. That's what he should be doing. And this person who's recording, she should have done stop the recording whenever she started threatening him like this. Because even threatening, she could be arrested for threatening.
You gonna come out this door, Miss Dean? Are you gonna step out this door, Miss Dean? I'm about to go. But that's never gonna change those reports.
Now see, I think he's also in the wrong for being sarcastic. Sounds like he was antagonizing her. Yeah, I think they should both just separate and leave.
I don't care. I don't care. I want you to understand. You should. You're gonna see. You're gonna see. I'm gonna make sure. I'm glad you do. I'm gonna make sure that you lose your job. I'm going to make sure.
No, I don't think he should lose his job. Yeah, he is partially in the wrong, but I don't think he should lose his job because that's his profit. That's his life. He takes care of his kids, buys the groceries, pays his bills and all that stuff with his money and his job. just because he had a bad experience with a customer doesn't mean he should lose his job. My mama is a DoorDasher and she's had bad experience with customers, but she hasn't lost her job because of it.
I'm going to make sure that you don't have this chance. You're going to cry. You're going to cry. And if I see you on the street, if I see you anywhere, this is proven fact that a mother at the front desk can't work their job. He walked in without a mask. What's that doing?
This handicapped man has just entered a McDonald's in his wheelchair and has told the workers that he would like the key to the bathrooms. They tell him that they only give the key out to paying customers, and because of this, he starts to lose his mind. Now we watch on as the man in the wheelchair goes on an insane, aggressive rampage as he's filmed trashing the entire McDonald's.
All right, now I've seen this one before earlier, and if I was him, I would just leave and go to another restroom at the restaurant next to this fast food place instead of going on an absolute rampage. And if he does go to another restroom, which I think he may have, because where else is he going to relieve himself if they won't give him the key? I think he should flush that attitude down the toilet while he's at it.
Bathroom! Bathroom! I don't give a f opportunity. Bathroom! Bathroom! Bathroom!
Now, see, I understand that really need to go to the restroom. I've actually been there before. And he really doesn't want to embarrass himself in public by going in his pants. But he's still embarrassing himself because people are recording him and he's going to be humiliated online. So what's the point of having this fit and not wanting to be embarrassed whenever somebody's recording him and he's going to be humiliated online anyway? Instead of just, if I gotta go really bad and I can't hold it until after I get the food, I'll just go somewhere else and go quickly for a second and come back and get the order whenever I'm done. This isn't justified.
Bathroom! 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 Bathroom!
Can you get it through your thick head? The bathroom is only for paid customers, and you can just go to the restaurant or store next to this McDonald's. Does he know that there's restrooms everywhere? Not just here.
Bathroom! Bathroom! It's called cat.
If I was one of them, I would have just said there's a restroom next door instead of just outright saying no, you can't have the key. I would be nice about it and say there's another restroom next to us.
Handicap. Okay.
After being accused of stealing, this next woman starts to get aggressive. She gets into the face of the employee as she starts to put her on blast while accusing her of being a racist. The employee is then left with no other option but to tell her co-workers to call security, and well, this happens.
That's what you are. But see, you can talk to her crazy. But when you got somebody that's on your level, you better call security right now. What's gonna happen? Get out of my face. What's gonna happen? Get out of my face. I'm gonna swing you out. I know. I know.
Another Karen.
I think she's being aggressive whenever she was accused of stealing because she's guilty and she doesn't want anybody to. She doesn't want to show what she's trying to steal. She doesn't want anybody to know what she's trying to steal. If I was just a normal person, not trying to steal anything, which I always have been, I'm actually not a thief. I would just say, no, I didn't steal anything. And if they keep on and say, yeah, you did steal something, I know you did, I would turn all my pockets and everything out and prove to them that I didn't steal anything.
You better not put in no more. You better not put in no more. Because that's what I came for. I put my down and I came back here for you. Shit, for you. That girl don't bother nobody. But guess what? I came back here for you. But you know what you didn't do? That's what you do. Security. I went to security. I didn't read the car police. You better call. I didn't read the car police. I know. Now call me by my name. You know my name. And I meant that. I can't have to give it to you. Racist. Oh, stop. Stop.
They did not call you by any racist names, and I'm pretty sure they would have accused you of stealing if you were any skin color. So, yeah, I don't think it's just you. I think it would be anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a who you call. You racist. No, you did something to her. That's what you did.
You're the only one bringing race into this.
I know.
This next customer pulls out his phone and aims it at an employee as he begins to go on a frustrated rant about how poor the woman's customer service skills are. After being fed up with this customer, the employee heads to the back of the store, refusing to give this male Karen any sort of attention. Let's take a look.
So I'm here at Subway Sandwich on Mission, and I came in and I asked this young lady.
I actually don't blame them for not wanting to give him any attention. He doesn't deserve the attention, but he does deserve some online humiliation. That kind of attention.
Young here and works there, if she could take my meat and please put it in the oven and cook it. And she gave me a hell of an argument.
They should just refuse customer service. Just tell him to get up and leave. Go to another Subway.
And I explained to her that everyone else does the same thing without a problem. So she finally put it in there, and then she yanked it out. I explained to her that it wasn't enough. She could put it back in there and please give me more. And she's giving me one hell of a problem. Like she owns the Subway or something, that she doesn't want to make my sandwich. She's saying that they have to close in 15 minutes, so she needs to take that time to clean. Well, that's not the customer's problem. That is the store's issue.
Actually, she doesn't have to make it for you if she doesn't want to. And she especially doesn't want to make it for you if you're having this kind of attitude and problem with her.
And she needs to clean after the store closes. And I asked her if she could cook my meat again, and she is over here refusing to. She walked in the back because she doesn't want to be videoed. Excuse me, ma'am?
Actually, she can't. If she doesn't want to cook it for you, then she doesn't have to. Especially if she's already cooked it once already. and if she doesn't cook it for you again, it's not hot enough, you can bring it home and heat it up in your own microwave.
Ma'am.
Watch the moment a census door knocker gets accused of harassing the woman at her unit. She claims he is trespassing on her property and demands him to leave. He refuses to leave, of course, and threatens her with a fine if she does not comply. This fires up the woman so much that she threatens him. She then goes on to say that if he does not leave right now, then things will end badly for him. Let's take a look.
Apparently he's supposed to be there as part of his job. He's not trespassing, he's working.
And where's unit 1, please?
I don't know.
Oh,
You shouldn't be here.
why?
Because what you're doing is harassment.
No.
Yes, this is against the law.
It's not against what
Sir, this is highly.
Apparently, no, it is not against the law. That is some important stuff that he's giving to you that you need to have. So if I were you, I would just take it from him or sign whatever the heck that is, and everything would be over with. None of that hoopla is necessary.
Like, you walking on private property is illegal. Okay? Yes, it is.
This is a federal government.
Sir, I don't have.
Walking on private property? Where's the sign that says private property?
I don't have to do this, though.
Yes, you do.
Okay, show me what part of the statute.
Right there. Legal obligation.
Okay, but you gotta
They've
show me.
already started in Burlington
Stop talking
fining
and
people
just-
$500.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
So.
What
But that's bullying and harassment.
Are you taking? Are
It's
you out?
bullying and harassment.
Are you
It's
refusing?
bullying. I don't live here.
Apparently, that's some important stuff that you need to sign, or else you're gonna get in trouble for it. He said legal, so I bet you anything, if she doesn't sign that, she's gonna be in trouble.
Well, that's different.
Obviously, but you're still on private property.
It doesn't matter. I have the right to be
You don't?
here.
Well, really?
Yes.
So you're allowed to just walk on private
Call
property?
the police.
You're
Let's settle this.
trespassing.
The police are not gonna help you, Karen. They'll arrest you for not signing whatever the heck legal stuff that is. I say whatever the heck it is because I don't really know that much about legal stuff. I was not trying to be disrespectful. But that's not really my business. It's her business, since she's the one that has to sign it.
I'm doing a duty for the federal government of Canada.
This government official who gets tax dollars,
Yep.
okay, is on my private property, and he's telling me he's perfectly legal to be here.
Exactly.
Well, you better leave.
Just like the mailman has every
Well,
right.
He does. He's doing something very important. He has to be there, or else he could get in trouble. So, private property or not, it doesn't matter. He still has to be there. Now, just random people on the property is wrong. It says you're being an absolute Karen about this. Why don't you show us the sign that says private property instead of just saying it's private property without any proof?
the mailman doesn't stand here and tell me I'm going to get fined $500 if I don't do what they tell me to do. It's illegal. I don't care. I don't have to do this. I don't have to do this.
Now, see, there you go. If you don't want to shell out $500 that could go towards bills, living expenses, and groceries, then I suggest you do what he tells you to do. Or you will have to pay up. It's that simple.
Do you know I'm 48 years old? Do you know that I'm a homeowner? Do you know that I've never been fined $500 and I've never done this because what my life is none of your business.
It is not my business.
Then go away.
If you've never been fined before, that absolutely does not matter. That doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure most people get fined at least once in their life, maybe a few times. If I was her, I would just pay pay the $500 and that'd be it. Either that or sign this.
That last lady that was here, no, I'm going to put in a complaint on you for trespassing. Can you step back? 6 feet. Get off of my porch. Listen, man, get the fuck off of my property right now. I have a right to defend my house. I have 2 children here. Get off of my property right now. Move.
He'll get off your property whenever you do what the heck he says. I would just follow his instructions instead of being a royal Karen.
Now, I don't live here, sir. Get off of... You want me to fucking assault you? I'm defending my house. Then get off.
Well, if you assault him, you'd be in deeper crap than you're already in. And you get arrested. So I highly suggest you do not touch him. None of this is necessary. All of this could very well have been avoided if you would just do what the guy asks. What the guy asks is not optional. He's not going to leave you alone, get out of your hair, whatever, until you do what he says.
My property. Off my property. Dude, you're in for a lawsuit. You're going to lose your job.
Let's dive right to the moment a woman enters a gas station without a mask. She is immediately asked by the attendant to leave his store, and this absolutely disgusted the paying customer in front of her, so he turned around and screamed at her to get the hell away from him right now. He then began to insult him, and then she replied back by telling him that it was none of his business and that she was calling the manager on him. Let's take a look.
Like you're putting everybody else at risk. Get the f away from me.
And she's actually a pretty good distance away from him. It seems like she's at least 6 feet away from him, so that's what it looks like to me. Because of how far he looks. He should just leave if he's gonna act this way.
Have no mask on, and you're in a store where you're not supposed to be without one.
That's none of your business.
It is my business.
Well, the person recording should in fact be wearing a mask. If this is before the vaccines and the mask mandates were lifted, if this was during the worst part of COVID, she should be wearing a mask. So this lady is also at fault.
Stupid.
By the way, what's your name? Because you told me to get out from here. So I'm going to call the manager and I'm going to tell them that
Great. You call the manager, but in the meantime, get 6 feet away from me, you stupid.
I think both of them are in the wrong. He shouldn't be yelling and screaming at her, and she should be wearing a mask. Maybe if she was wearing a mask and she would get the heck away from him, everything would be fine.
Get away from me now. No mask, get out.
No,
Get out of my way!
Oh,
And this next man was intentionally walking into stores and harassing people who had chosen to wear masks. Apparently, this troll had picked the right pair of people to approach because they then proceeded to give him the exact response that he was hoping for. After making fun of the pair for choosing to wear the masks, the pair then turn around and start to lose their cool on him. Things get extremely
really? Bothering people who are just doing the right thing and just following the mask mandate? Unbelievable. Apparently, you're the one that's in the wrong for harassing innocent people just for wearing a mask. Is it going to suffocate them to death? No, it will not. Exactly like I said earlier in this video.
heated and the situation gets pretty hostile. Let's play the clip and see how this whole situation comes to an end.
Hey, excuse me. 2 years later, we're still wearing masks. What's
Dude, I'm really sorry, but my grandmother just passed away.
2 years later, doesn't even matter. If it's still going around and there's still no cure for it, then it's okay to wear masks. In 2023, masks are optional. I choose to wear it just to keep the people around me safe and to keep myself safe. But in 2023, people don't have to wear a mask if they don't want to. It's optional these days. But just 2 years after the pandemic, masks are still required, I believe. They're needed.
Like my great grandmother passed away.
great grand? That's part of life, though. God bless you. God bless you. Seriously. I'm just wondering how you're masks.
Why they're wearing masks? They're wearing masks to protect themselves. The whole purpose of wearing a mask to begin with. It said on TV that wearing a mask is for protection. Other people say that it's for protection. It's everywhere. It's for protection.
Hey, God bless you. Jesus loves you guys. Jesus loves you.
Okay, I appreciate you.
You don't have to take your anger out on me.
You gave that to me.
Just trying to protect me because I'm very upset. And I really appreciate
Okay, God bless you.
Okay, letting me be alone, okay?
All right, God bless you.
Glitter robot? Glitter robot. Glitter robot. Yeah, glitter robot.
I recently get triggered.
I'm not trying to make any sort of mess right now. I really don't.
Just leave them alone.
In this clip, Karen is being asked to leave because she hadn't brought a mask with her. Karen is quick to respond back negatively and starts to lash out at the employee. The employee tells her again to leave, but Karen tells him that if he wants her to leave, then he'll have to call the police on her. The employee says,
Yet another anti-masker Karen. What is it with Karens not wanting to wear masks? Oh, because they got a made-up health problem? Yeah. They make up all kinds of excuses for not wearing masks. When really, it's not going to hurt them. They just got to get used to it.
the police are not necessary and attempts to escort her out of the premise. On her way out, though, she manages to get into an argument with an additional 2 customers. Let's take a look.
Ma'am, please leave our store. If you don't want a mask, then please leave.
You said you were going to show me.
Ma'am, please leave.
It is against the law. You are not a
I guess it's against the law. Can you please leave? You don't want to wear a mask right here.
Why did
It is not against the law.
Ma'am, why do I have to? I'm not trying to have a conversation with you anymore. I'm asking you to leave. Can you please leave, ma'am? Can you please leave? My name is right here.
Isn't it kind of obvious why he got worked up? It's because of you being a Karen. Have a great day, ma'am. Get out.
My position right here. Can you please leave? Yeah, you can all you want to. Please leave. It's even says it on the door, man. Wear a mask. You can, of course. I can write it down.
What's the point of taking a picture of his name tag when he did absolutely nothing wrong? It's just a waste of your phone storage. That's all it is. It's a little bit of phone storage, but every megabyte, every kilobyte, every gigabyte counts.
Here's a paper for you. Want me to? It's just a simple picture. Now that you're taking a picture, can you please leave? Man, you are making this harder than it has to be. It's just a simple thing. It's been 2 years of wearing a mask. 2 years. Regardless of how you feel, it's our company. We're allowed to do it. I have my vaccination too, but at the end of the day, man, I don't really care, man. At the end of the day, if the door says, it means that if our business, it's not that you have to wear a mask, it's that this company and everybody else, this people, yes, they do. They have a right to say it.
And with every single word she says in that argument, she is spreading her disgusting germs. Instead of spreading your disgusting germs, leave.
We are a private business. We
And I do have. What's your problem?
man.
I was trying to leave and you're with your camera in my face.
Sir, can you please stop recording this?
Isn't it kind of obvious why the camera's in your face? It's because you're acting out. The camera wouldn't be in your face if you weren't putting on a show.
Don't be mean. Yeah. Well, I'm telling you to stop. Hold on, I'll stay here.
Ma'am, please go, ma'am.
Did you ask him to stop moving?
They keep telling you to leave. I highly suggest you leave. If I would have done called the cops on her by now. I would have gotten fed up.
And in this next video, we jump right into the moment a Karen began to make her own coffee behind the counter of a local coffee shop. She starts getting more aggressive towards the employees and screaming at customers. Karen states that they are wasting her time by not serving her and not wearing a mask. The manager then calls the police as she refuses to leave.
Get the out of here. I don't want to make my right? Right? Call the police. Because I'm not getting back out here until you call the police. Call the police. Jack. Call the police.
I wouldn't be telling them to call the police because I, a logical person, don't want to get in trouble. If they call the police on you for acting like this, you're getting into some deep trouble. Unless you don't give a care about your life and you're bored with your life and you think there's better things to do behind bars.
Call the police. Call the police. You're wasting my time. Call the police.
If I was there, I definitely would call the police just to get her out of my hair. My beautiful, luscious red hair. It's nice and long. I keep it brushed every day. And I take a shower every other night. I got some great hair.
Black Lives Matter. Call the police. I'm not gonna hit anyone. You guys, call the police. Make my call. You guys, you always have control. Oh yeah, you're racist. You make my own call.
No, they're not racist. They're just not serving you because you're not wearing a mask and you're being a Karen. It's not about race at all. If it was any other person, any other minority or a white person acting like this, they would be saying the same thing. Please leave. Actually, they're being nice to you by not calling the police because you would be behind bars if they did. They're letting you have your freedom.
And in this next video, a man comes through the drive-thru just to be told that they had ran out of an item that he had asked for. So he requested a sign-up as it's the second time he's drove through and couldn't get the meal. He then proceeds to the next window and demands the manager, and when the manager comes out, he insists that he was cursed at by his employee. But the worker confronts him.
If they ran out of an item, I would just go to another location of the same place and get it there instead of making a big deal.
Swearing at her first. Let's see what happens next.
Is that your boss? No? Are you her boss? No? Who is her boss? Mercedes. Is she here right now, Mercedes? So she's the boss right now on duty because she just told me to fuck myself and I have to report and then.
Apparently she cursed at you because you're treating her like crap. She wouldn't have cursed at you if you weren't being rude and inconsiderate toward her.
You look how you so what? You're gonna call me? Call I see it. Call like you see it. And call her from there. Oh. Do you like her? Because she's gonna get fired. And because this is the second time. And my thing that I'm telling her is they should just put a sign out there. You know what, lady? I'm not talking to you. You had your chance to talk to me. You don't know how to talk. I am talking. I'm trying to resolve this issue. What I'm saying, I'm not.
You're trying to resolve the issue that you created? How ironic. Wow. That was very funny. Oh, wow.
Talking to you. I'm just saying that they should have put a sign out there because this is the second time I came. Instead, they tell me from last time, I'm not talking to you. Long she does that, the long.
At Domino's, you can get more than just amazing, delicious pizza. There's also lava cake.
Just because somebody's not talking to you doesn't mean you can't say anything to them. We have a mouth for a reason, and it's to talk. I don't like it when people say, nobody asked you, or, you know what, nobody said anything to you. I don't like that, because you could still say something.
Bread bites and more.
I don't get to talk to you longer. I don't get my point across. I'm not talking to her. But they should put a sign out there if that's what corporate does. Yeah, roll your eyes. It's live on Facebook. Is that her name? What is her name? That lady right there. What is her name? Amy? Okay. And I'm only going to move because the people behind me is probably hungry. Oh, yeah. Go ahead. See, you can move, but you're being such a... Yes, me too.
And this next video opens up with an airline manager telling a woman to find another airline to fly with because he says that they don't tolerate her vulgar language towards his employees. Karen then tries to sweet talk her way out of it, but it doesn't seem to work. So let's sit back.
You've been a royal Karen to them, so if I was them, sweet talking would not work. I would still tell her to leave. I would like an apology, and then I would still make them leave. because I can't help people who act like that.
The whole situation unfold.
First of all. Second of all, you called my employee completely uncalled for, inappropriate, and you're not going to travel. We don't tolerate that crap with us at all. So you can find another courier to fly. I'd suggest hearing. Nope. If you acted appropriate and weren't disrespectful,
You've done the actions, you've talked crap about his employees. You gotta suffer the consequences. Get out. Sweet talking is not gonna work because you gotta suffer the consequences. You should have expected this. You should have thought about this before swearing at his employees.
then I would let you travel. But unfortunately, you told my employee. Did you call my employee? You didn't. So the other people don't understand as well. So, yeah, she also has 2 children. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, don't lie because you already did that once when you took the mask off and when you wanted to hear her sorry again. Putting the same mask on.
If they refuse service, if I was her, I would go to a different airline. I wouldn't sit there and make the situation worse. In fact, she's not even sweet talking him. She's arguing with him. Sweet talk up my butt.
Have a mask on. If you don't follow her policy, that it's a period of discussion. You don't want to follow the mask mandate, and then on top of that, calling over names to my employee. It's not going to happen.
And finally tonight, a woman walks up to the drive-thru window, cutting in front of a man in his car. She then proceeds to start yelling at the employee at the window while accusing the worker of yelling at her while she was placing her order at the speaker box. She then goes on to say that this employee lacks professionalism and tells her that if you don't like your day job, then she should quit. Let's play the clip from the very beginning and see how this whole situation came to be.
I said mocha and coconut. I said mocha and extra coconut.
And there's no proof that the employee actually yelled at her in the window because there is no recorded proof. So I actually don't buy it. She's probably just making an excuse to make the employee miserable.
And then you want to yell at me. Your lack of professionalism does not make any motherfucking sense. Excuse me, sir. Your lack of professionalism does not make any sense. I said mocha with extra coconut. That's what I said. No, that's not how you talk to a customer.
This is a shame. This is a real shame. I know this world has always been violent, but people suffer from violence more now than ever since there's so many people in this world. This is what the world is coming to. For real. Is this world going to be dominated by idiotic Karens sometime in the future? Because it gradually keeps getting worse and worse as we live on. Wow.
Mocha extra coconut is a big difference. It doesn't matter. It's what you say and your unprofessional.
Now, see, whenever it comes to violence, the world gets worse and worse and worse. But with the technologies and things that we have, we just keep on evolving and improving. I must say, some things get worse and worse over time, and some things improve over time. I should take back what I said. But the violence does get worse, and the Karens get worse over time.
If you don't like your job, quit. It's not mine. It's your job. If you don't like, quit. Sorry, sir.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed part 1 of
Alright, thank you very much for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, comment, and/or share. Have fun. I hope you don't encounter any Karens.